International China Concern began almost 27 years ago. All throughout our history, our focus has been working with children that are in the most vulnerable situations, particularly children with disabilities, and particularly children with disabilities that have experienced abandonment. I still remember vividly the first time I went into one of China's welfare centres. I walked through rooms filled with babies that were malnourished, covered in skin diseases and dying. I remember walking into a toddler room and seeing 2- and 3-year-old children tied to metal frame chairs at the wrists and the feet, and they literally were unable to move. They sat there for 14 hours every day, rocking backwards and forwards out of boredom. I remember going into a back courtyard and seeing older children with disabilities also tied to metal frame chairs over open drains, and they would sit there over those drains while rats ran around their feet. And I remember getting down and looking into the eyes of some of these boys and girls and realising that that light of life had already been extinguished. These children were waiting for death. That was the situation that changed my life. It was because of seeing those children experiencing their need and that desperation that International China Concern began. Over the last 7 years, through the amazing support that World Financial Group has given, you have enabled us to care for hundreds of children that desperately needed our help and support in our care centres. Typically, when you wander into the courtyard, the first thing you'll see is a group of children playing. Some are playing basketball, some are dancing, some are singing, and there's just a real sense of celebration and joy. And as you wander from room to room, you'll smell the smell of breakfast. And that'll be breakfast that the children themselves in some instances are cooking. You'll see a group of 6 or 7 young boys or young girls gathering round a table to share a meal together, enjoying each other's company. You'll hear caregivers who are gently coaxing children to be able to do their exercises so that they can develop their full potential. If you go into one of our art rooms, you're immediately struck by the sense of colour, that there are paintings all over the walls, art projects that children are working on to express who they are and their own sense of creativity. If you walk into a therapy room, you're immediately struck by just the great sense of working together, children and therapists. It isn't something that is being done to the children, but it's something that therapists and children are just enjoying together, and you hear laughter. You can walk and see children fast asleep, secure, safe and warm. But our work now is continuing to grow and develop in new areas. Just 3 weeks ago, ICC was approached by the Chinese government with an amazing opportunity. They've asked us to take the responsibility of caring for families that have children with disabilities in a city of 9 million people. But this gives us the opportunity to grow that from the several hundred families that we serve to several thousand families in the coming years ahead, supporting them so that they can be healthy and thrive. This year, in our partnership with World Financial Group, our goal is to raise $200,000. And we know that with the support of World Financial Group, we can take hold of this opportunity and we can change the lives of not hundreds of children, but now thousands and thousands of children and their families. 今天我要特别感谢我们 WFG 的朋友们。So today I want to especially thank World Financial Group friends. We want to thank you for your support. 感谢你们的支持。除了你们以外，我们真的没有办法改变孩子们的生命。Without your support, there is just no way that we'd be able to transform the lives of the children that we serve. 再一次感谢你们。Thank you again.